Hello everyone, welcome to Eco Stitches by Grace YouTube channel. Today we are going to make a dress. This dress is ideal for maternity, it's ideal for proud Muslimas and even other people. So we started with our shoulder line, then we imputed our neckline front and back, then we put our shoulder measurement divide by 2. So we are going to put our bust measurement, then we shall put our waist measurement, and then we shall put our hip measurement. You might not need the hip measurement so much unless someone is on a plus size. Then we shall put those lines. As you can see, we made the back neckline 1 inch by 3 inches, and the front neckline we made it 3 inches by 3 inches. So I went down on the shoulder slope by 1.5 inches. Then I'll go down. The measurement I used there is bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. Yes, on that line there. So I'm going to divide that line by 2 and come in by 0.5 and put back on the chest line. Okay, I'm going to use the same pattern for the front and back. That's why I made 2 armholes. So I'm going to use the hip nipple to nipple measurement and take it up to down. Now I'm going to put my bust divide by 4, and on my waistline I'll use my waist divide by 4. On my hip line I'll use hip divide by 4, and on my full length the rest I'll use hip divide by 4. Okay, so I'm going to get my rule and connect these points. I always tell you your pattern might not look like someone else's pattern because our bodies are different. So don't mind if it does not look like mine exactly, as long as you followed everything. So I still divided with my nipple to nipple measurement. That 1 inch I added was for sewing allowance. So I cut like that, and that extra I added on the shoulder line is also for sewing allowance. Then I divided my pattern on the nipple to nipple line. Now I'm going to add an extra piece of paper. Okay, this is called splash and spread method. So I added a piece of paper. Make it as wide as you want depending on the fabric you have. Yes, if you have less fabric, don't make it so wide. If you have enough fabric and you want something that flays so much, make it the way you want. Remember, the more you spread, the more it will take more fabric. So I'm going to make that line straight there, and now I'm going to revise my pattern again. Remember, we had our bust line, and our bust divided by 4 was 10.75. So I'm going to make a line straight from there to that line there and measure 10.75 plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell. YouTube will notify you when I make a new video or when I go live. I come live sometimes, but it's not on a specific day. So yeah, so we are using the same measurement we used on the bust on the chest line as well. So I'm going to come there. Remember, we had 7.5 as our chest or as our shoulder line. So I'm going to reduce on that pattern as well on the upper part. Now on our chest line, I'm going to use 8. I'll use since it's a flared dress, I was supposed to use 7.5 as I do, but I decided to make it a little bit wide there, not to make it so curved, but you can still measure the 7.5 on the shoulder line. Yes, and you make your pattern again on the upper part. So I'm just going to take the armhole again and then go in by 0.5 and take the front armhole as you see there. Okay, so all this excess I'm going to cut it out. So now I'm going to take that line up to down and cut off all that excess. So we shall cut the back pattern first, and after cutting the back pattern we shall cut the front pattern. So I measured what fabric I needed for that, then I will cut the back. After cutting the back, I cut off the armhole and the front neckline and cut the front. Okay, so everything you cut it on fold. The back and the front, cut it on fold. So you're going to get a piece of fabric that is 3.175 inches, and going down it's 7 inches. Interface it. Okay, interface it very well and press it to be on fold. I hope you get me. After that, you're going to open up your dress, get the center. You can iron that part as well. Go down by 5.5 inches. Yes, from up to down 5.5 inches, and then get from there, that line should be 1.25 inches. Okay, 1.25 inches. So divide the 1.25 inches by 2 and put the half on one side and put the half on one side. Do the same up. Okay, you're going to do the same up. Put the half of 1.25 on one side and the half of 1.25 on one side. Then make a line straight. Yeah, make a straight line like you see me do there. Okay, so after that you're going to come up by like 0.5 or 0.75. So you're going to place those pieces like that. The part that was folded should be towards the side front. Okay, now you're going to place them so well, and when you're sewing you will sew on the line, on that line we made. Okay, on the two lines on the side we made, that line is where you're supposed to sew going down, from up going down. So I try to pin so that everything stays in place. Make sure when you're sewing you sew on that line that we made. Okay, so make sure you pin, everything stays in place as you're sewing, and do not exceed this, the 5.5 inches we said, the line we marked going down. So you can mark the line where you're going to sew, and make sure the pen which we used to mark is not showing on the other side. I hope you get me. So you're going to sew all the sides and back stitch when you reach the point where you're supposed to stop. Do the same for both sides, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell. Yes, YouTube will notify you when I come live or when I put up a new video. So you can see I've sewed on the line that we said we have to sew on. So I'm going to cut the first line we made in the center. Yes, and when you reach the point where we made a 0.5 mark, you stop, and then you cut towards the side, and also you cut toward the side. So you be careful you don't exceed, because if you exceed it will show on the other side as a tear. So now we are going to turn. Okay, we are going to turn that part in. All right, so you're going to turn that part and make sure you press it and it lies flat. Right, press, make sure you press so well that it lies flat. Use a steam iron. I didn't use a steam iron, but you should use a steam iron. So press so well, and please subscribe to my channel. Yes, after pressing, now you're going to get that back part as you see me do. Arrange everything properly. Yes, make sure those pieces are in alignment, and bring that back part, pin it, and take it to the machine and sew it. Okay, so after sewing we are going to join our front and back part. Yes, so that's it, that's how it came out. Now we are going to join our front and back. We shall start with a shoulder line. right? So we are going to arrange the front and the back together, as you can see me do there. And in case you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, comment, share. Okay, so we are going to do a sewing and hit the notification bell as well. Yes, when I upload a new video, YouTube will notify you that yes, I have a new video, and you'll come, you'll check, you'll watch. Or sometimes I go live and you'll be notified that I'm live. Yes. So after measuring our neckline, I'm going to cut my collar. So I did not show how I cut my collar, but I cut it on fold. Yes. So what I used on the base is what I have on my neckline. So I'm going to get the center of my neckline, the half of the neckline, and notch, then notch the half of my collar as well, and then I'll pin. Okay, pin all the way through, then sew that line first, then we shall top stitch later. Make sure you pin, because if you have any errors on your collar, you can correct them before you sew. It is easier that we pin and make sure everything is in place. So we've pinned and sewn, we've sewn the other part. Now we are going to stitch on top and pin as well. Okay, pin and sew your collar like that properly. And when you're sewing on the inside of the collar, sew on the extreme end. Don't sew in the middle, sew on the extreme end. Yes, so our collar is done. Yes, you can see how it came out. Now we are going to sew the side seams. What I usually do, I put my sleeves on and sew everything together. Okay, you can do the side seams first and put the sleeve, and do it vice versa. So whatever I choose to do, it's up to you. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to put, to finish our sleeves. Yes, and I decided to put like a cuff, a black cuff on my sleeves. So I opened up on the sleeve seams and finished it like you see me do it there. And then I'll put that cuff. The way I sewed the collar is the same way I'm going to sew, but I'm going to plait it a little bit so that it can fit on the cuff. Remember, the cuff is smaller and the sleeve is big, so I'll plait it a little bit. Whichever way you want to plait it, you can plait it, you can gather it depending on what you want. So I decided to plait mine as I sewed. So whatever I decide to do, yeah, it's up to you. So when I finished, this is how the dress looked like. Yes, that's our dress. It wasn't mine, I couldn't model it, it was for someone. So that's how it came out, and she was happy with it. Please subscribe. I love you so much. Bye.